Today our topic is how to deal with criticism the Stoic way. Criticism is something everyone faces in life. No matter who you are or what you do, someone will always have an opinion about you. It can hurt, especially when it feels unfair or personal. But the Stoics, ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, had a way of thinking that can help us handle criticism in a calm and strong way. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This idea is very powerful when dealing with criticism. Let's explore how we can use Stoic principles to handle criticism and even grow from it. First, it's important to understand that criticism is not always bad. Sometimes it can help us improve, but other times it can be mean or untrue. The Stoics would say that the way we react to criticism is what matters most. We cannot control what others say or think about us, but we can control how we respond. This is the key idea of Stoicism. Focus on your own actions and thoughts, not on things outside your control. When someone criticizes you, the first step is to pause and think. Don't react right away. Take a moment to breathe and ask yourself, is this criticism true? Is it helpful? If the answer is yes, then you can use it to improve. For example, if someone says you are always late and it's true, then this is a chance to work on being more punctual. But if the criticism is not true or not helpful, then you don't need to let it bother you. The Stoics believed that other people's opinions are not in your control, so they should not have power over you. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his book, Meditations, that you should not waste your energy worrying about what others think. He said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This means that you are in charge of your own thoughts and reactions. If someone criticizes you, you can choose to let it go instead of letting it upset you. Another Stoic idea is to separate the criticism from your self-worth. Just because someone criticizes you doesn't mean you are a bad person. The Stoics believe that your value comes from your character and actions, not from what others say about you. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This means that criticism is just an event, like rain or wind. It doesn't define you unless you let it. A good way to practice this is to imagine the criticism as an arrow. The Stoics use this metaphor to explain how we can protect ourselves from emotional pain. When someone criticizes you, it's like they are shooting an arrow at you. But you have the power to decide whether the arrow hits you or not. If you don't accept the criticism, it's like the arrow misses. It cannot hurt you unless you allow it. This is a powerful way to think about criticism. It reminds us that we have control over our own emotions. Another Stoic technique is to practice empathy. Sometimes people criticize others because they are unhappy or insecure. If someone is being mean, it's often a reflection of their own problems, not yours. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, said, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. This means that sometimes we make criticism seem worse than it really is. By trying to understand why someone is criticizing you, you can take away its power. Maybe they are having a bad day, or maybe they are jealous. Understanding this can help you feel less upset. The Stoics also believed in practicing gratitude, even for criticism. This might sound strange, but criticism can teach us important lessons. It can show us where we need to improve or help us see things from a different perspective. Even if the criticism is harsh, we can still learn from it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the obstacle is the way. This means that challenges, like criticism, can be opportunities for growth. Instead of avoiding criticism, we can use it to become stronger and wiser. Another important Stoic idea is to focus on the present moment. When we are criticized, we often think about the past or the future. We might remember other times we were criticized or worry about what others will think of us. But the Stoics believe that the present moment is all we have. By focusing on the here and now, we can handle criticism more calmly. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to respond to this criticism in a positive way? This helps us stay grounded and not get carried away by negative thoughts. Stoicism also teaches us to be humble. No one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. If someone criticizes you, it's okay to admit when you are wrong. Humility is a sign of strength, not weakness. The Stoics believe that true strength comes from being honest with yourself and others. If the criticism is valid, accept it and use it to improve. This shows that you are confident and willing to grow. At the same time, the Stoics remind us not to seek approval from others. If you are always looking for praise, you will be disappointed. People's opinions change, and you cannot please everyone. Instead, focus on being the best version of yourself. Live by your own values and principles, not by what others think. This is how you build inner peace and confidence. Finally, the Stoics believed in practicing self-reflection. After facing criticism, take some time to think about it. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become better? This helps you turn criticism into a tool for self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius wrote it, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that your mind shapes your life. If you focus on positive and constructive thoughts, you will become stronger and more resilient. In conclusion, dealing with criticism the Stoic way is about focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. It's about staying calm, practicing empathy, and using criticism as an opportunity to grow. The Stoics remind us that our value comes from our character, not from the opinions of others. By following these principles, we can handle criticism with grace and strength. Remember, criticism is like an arrow. You have the power to decide whether it hits you or not. Choose to let go of what doesn't serve you and focus on becoming the best version of yourself. This is the Stoic way to deal with criticism, and it can help you live a more peaceful and fulfilling life.